he's somebody we want to talk to. All right? All right, so y'all give it up for Ed Jones.
All right. Appreciate you, JB. Hey, y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate y'all locking in. One thing that I observed, I already knew this about JB, he's great with relationships, but seeing a lot of you all, how you had control of the calendar. I was in the role, like he said, at Houston, Kansas, and Baylor, and that was always the hardest thing. But my name is Ed Jones. I'm the founder of Beyond the Field, where we develop people and elevate programs. I love this work, and I'm able to do this work because I spent, like I said, time at the University of Houston, University of Kansas, and Baylor University. Now I've transitioned out, and I'm able to help people, like John will talk about that story there, his story. And so I'm able to help people who want to develop athletes. All right, so today we're gonna talk about networking. Networking is very important. Every job that I've gotten has come from this, okay? Power of networking, all right? You all, this is simple. I posted, hey, I'm going to talk in front of the Duke football team, right? So many people, I don't know if y'all probably do understand, there's so many people like, man, that's awesome, right? So I wanna talk to you about how you all can take advantage of what people already outside think about you. All right, so networking defined. I'm a big definition guy. I used to teach high school and coach high school football for 6 years, so I'm big on definitions. It's the action, we got ladies born. The action or process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contact. So the big thing I want you all to see is action, process, and develop. Okay, action, process, and develop. So we'll talk about that, but you're interacting to exchange information, professional or social contacts, all right? You never know. It may not work out now, but it could work out down the line. All right. So this is what we're going to this is kind of our reminder or our aspect of everything I talk about today. I want you to think about action. I want you to think about process, and I want you to think about develop. Because all those words, action, of course, is an action word, right? Develop, process, those continue to take time. Everybody understand that? Networking is not a one-time thing. Everybody understand that? We're good there? It is a continuous thing. Okay. No position that you'll ever get in life will have you at a place where you're done networking, right? Okay, so we want to continue to do that. All right, so let me talk about JB. Yeah. Come on, yes sir. Let's talk, yeah. So I'll never forget when I got, I'll never forget when I got introduced to John, JB. And so Justice Jones was with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he said, hey, we got a player here, man. And let me go back. Justice Jones, I never met in person. He found me from LinkedIn. I was posting a lot of stuff about player development. I post about player development once a day on LinkedIn, as many times I can, right? He found me. We got numbers. We exchanged. We talked. He's like, hey, man, I'm going to give you a call later this week. He says, man, I got a player here who is really interested in player engagement, who in his career, whenever it's done, he wants to get in player engagement. So there were two things I was really impressed. Like, number one, Justice was like, hey, I'm gonna give them to you, right? Because a lot of people be like, hey, I want to do this, right? And so I was like, I've had this call before. I get on the phone. I'm like, hey, give me my number. We exchange numbers, whatever. But normally when I get on the phone with people, they want to ask me what it is. Really, it's not a great conversation to keep it a buck, right? So I remember sitting there. I literally remember exactly what it was. I was in my room. I get on the phone with John. I'm like, hey, John, how you doing? And then within 2 minutes, I'm like, all right, something different about him. And we talked it was supposed to be like a 15-minute call. We talked for 45 minutes to an hour about player. He had so many questions, and I was just enamored of how many questions he had while he was playing. Like, he was fully locked in on playing because he had just finished a film session, but also fully locked in on this position that he knew he had purpose in, right? So that's the first time my interaction with John. Over then, we interacted through LinkedIn, text messages, things like that. I'm going to Miami for one of my jobs. Can't even remember how you found out I was coming to Miami. I can't remember. I think I posted it. John hits me up, hey man, if you're gonna be in Miami, can I just get a quick lunch with you? I'm like, yeah, I'm here. I got a flight, my flight's late. Let's do it. So I meet John, and John had an ebook at the time. He purchased the ebook. He comes up to me and says, I hope you don't mind this, but I created an entire program off of your ebook. And I'm like, no, that's why I created. And then he showed me the program. I was like, dang, that's better than the one I got. I was like, you wanna send that to me, man? But it was incredible how he locked in on that, right? And he took advantage of every opportunity to network. And then he called me later when he came from Miami to Houston. My alma mater is University of Houston. He said, tell me about Houston. I told him about Houston. He was there, and we stayed in contact. It has been a process, a continuous process over time, all right? So I want to highlight, John, y'all have an incredible, if you want to know anything about networking and getting out there, putting yourself in the right, correct position, JB is taking care of that, all right? All right, so when we talk about networking, all right, so I love this visual as I was preparing for it, right? networking, right? I'm one of those people that likes to split words, right? Anybody like that? You like to split, if it's a 2 words, you like to split the words? No, nobody? All right, cool, that's all right, I'll be the only one. But like network, right? Net, we all know a net is something that you put out, right? Something you put out to capture something, right? And then work is work. But I love this picture because you have to cast the net. Now, is this fisherman, this person in the boat, are they gonna get every single fish that's within that surface area, for lack of a better word, of this net? No, absolutely not. But will they get some fish? Yes, fish and some other things as well, right? So when you're networking, you're casting a net, okay? So some of you all are like, yeah, this is awesome, I'm gonna reach out to 2 people, right? You gotta reach out to more. One thing I learned about when I worked in college football, if we wanted 5 offensive linemen, we had to offer 40 offensive linemen, okay? Just to get 5 to commit. So networking is essentially the same thing. You're casting a wide net. You may not get all the fish, but you're gonna get some there, all right? So going back to this, and this is just creating a foundation for you all. Network, net, work the net back, continue to work, right? Yeah. If I was better at graphics, I would have done it better, but you know, I do what I can. But just work both. Cast the net, work the net. Cast it again, work it, right? You have to, you gotta work it. You're gonna see some stats here later about the access that you all have that a lot of people do not have. Everybody got that? Yes, all right, so that's the foundation there. We're gonna get into it, right? Because some of you all are probably sitting there like, hey, that's awesome. I understand networking. Thank you so much. But how can I do this, all right? And the Beyond the Field program, this is the program I used at the University of Houston, University of Kansas, and Baylor. We had a 5-segmented professional development progression. So whenever I took an athlete, when they came in, we're gonna work on documentation, presentation, preparation, compensation, transformation. Right? When we're talking about networking, we're talking about these 2. We're going to talk about documentation and presentation for today. Okay, I'm not going to bore you with the rest of this, but some of you all will have opportunity to find out what the rest are, right? Okay, so LinkedIn, how many people got it? I know the stats. Okay, yeah, I know the stats. Some of y'all raising it because I just asked. So I got the stats though. All right, so documentation, LinkedIn. This is a global platform, all right? Does anybody know how many people use LinkedIn? Somebody said it. Say it louder. A billion. Does anybody know how many people are walking on the earth living right now? 7, 8 billion, right? So 1 billion, I'm not a percentage, I'm not a math guy. Somebody in here is, right? Let's call it, what's that? 15%, appreciate it, of people walking on the earth. Is it 20, 25, 22? 17 and a half, all right, yeah. 22, okay, yeah. All right, look, I could have done the math, so it's, I gotta get an answer, y'all, because I need to, it's 20, all right, perfect, thank you. 12 and a half people, but think about this, right, 12 and a half people on the earth have LinkedIn. We know that there's a population of people who don't have no trace or do not mess with technology, so that's a big number there, right? All right, so LinkedIn, here's some stats. 95% of recruiters use LinkedIn to find talent. As we said earlier, there are over 1 billion LinkedIn users across 200 plus countries. Students with complete LinkedIn profiles are 71% more likely to get a job interview. Posting at least once per month makes your profile 5 times more visible. I heard something, if you post once a week, you're in the top 1% of posters on LinkedIn, all right? Profiles with a headshot get 21 times more profile views and 36 times more messages. And your LinkedIn is your new career highlight tape, right? Everything works every single way, right? So when I was working in the role, we would do mock interviews, and our players were like, man, coach, I don't want to do this mock interview. I'm going to NFL, I'm blah, blah, blah. I said, all right, cool. What's the combine outside of training and being on the field? It's what? A whole bunch of what? Interviews. A whole bunch of interviews. So guess what? I don't know if any of you all, JB, you know this. When scouts come in here, they want to know everything. Why don't you help them out? Help them out, right? Go look at it. If you go look, the Jaguars have something going on. Everybody's doing that draft room stuff, right? Y'all see all the draft room they put on YouTube? They ask questions. They don't always ask about the field. They ask about the person. You can give them the highlight tape. Everybody, raise your hand if you sent out your huddle to at least one coach. Raise it high. I ain't mad at you. I wish we'd have had huddles back in the day, right? So it's the same thing. They're going to check everything. So you have an opportunity to say, hey, coach, hey, GM, hey, owner, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is what I care about, right? The biggest number for you all, 145,000 plus Duke University alumni are on LinkedIn. That is a lot of people, right? A lot of people. So when we look at this, right, networking, this is one aspect, one avenue to network, correct? And it's simple too, right? I'm probably on LinkedIn too much. I check LinkedIn more, I check my bank account. It's my favorite social media aspect. It's not social media, it's a relationship platform, right? All right, so Duke football, LinkedIn stats, yeah, I dove into some studies. 48% of the team has a LinkedIn account. Yeah, that's, that one could go up, right? 48%. 7% have posted within a month. Yeah, I did my research. Well, people did research for me, but the research is there. Right, yeah. 7 within a month. And then 42% have a headshot. So going back and look at these numbers, right? Headshot, 21 times more profile views, 36 times more messages, right? All these numbers here, all right? Students complete LinkedIn profile, 71% more likely to get a job interview, right? So there's space for growth, right? I'm at it, you know. I get it, right? You all sitting there like, man, I got a lot to do. Some of y'all, are there any freshmen in the room? Just got on campus, young? Okay. Some of y'all like, man, when I graduate, it's gonna be a while, right? And then some of you seniors or ones that sitting here, y'all know that time goes by really, really fast, right? But you have an opportunity. You all have a big opportunity. All right. So Duke University alumni, all right? And if I say one of the cities and you are from there, please just say Europe, whatever you want to say, all right? Whatever you want to say, all right? So, all right, when you look at Duke University alumni, all right, once again, do y'all remember how many people overall, can somebody give me the number, how many people overall on LinkedIn? 145, appreciate it. All right, so in the triangle area, the research area, this area here, that's 18,000 Duke alum in the United States. Yeah, okay, y'all from here? Yeah, y'all from here? All right. All right, New York, 14,000. Yeah, okay, New York, yeah. 14,000, baby, yeah. All right, DC, 12,000, all right, DC. We got anybody Bay Area? San Fran, Bay Area? Okay, all right. Boston. Yeah, 5,000. There we go. Yeah. Atlanta. Yeah. Okay. ATL. All right. Los Angeles. LA. Okay. LA. Charlotte. Okay. Charlotte. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Philly. Anybody from Philly? All right, it's Chicago. Yeah, all right. Perfect. All right, so question for you all. Appreciate y'all doing that. I love a good roll call. All right, let's bring it back. All right, so when y'all go back home, do y'all interact with anybody from Duke? Okay, some, maybe not. Is it good to see numbers like this? Do you think you could take a week out and probably get 5 to 6, maybe 10 lunches with people to learn stuff in your city? Absolutely, right? So great opportunity there. Now, let's go global. Yeah. Number 1. You got China, you got Canada, you got the UK, Japan. Canada, where's Canada? Okay, shout out to Canada. You got UK, Japan, India, Germany, France, Australia, Brazil, Mexico. Oh, yeah. Right? Everywhere. Do you know any Duke alumni in Australia? Okay. You gotta find them now, right? All right, but this is awesome, right? These are good numbers to know. Does anybody have desires of possibly just working out of the country, maybe overseas, or working for a company that's based in another country? Okay. All right. So these are good numbers to know. You all have a lot of people around the world. And I would say that every single city I put up here or country has a lot to do with what's going around in the world, correct? All right. So you may sit there, you may say, hey man, so how do I do this? How do I find these people? This is cool. I want to find these people. I'm going to show you real quick, okay? Duke University, I use my LinkedIn. Hey, it'll tell you who you're connected to. JB, shout out, right? And then I know Coach Gator. We work together at Kansas, so I know Gator. All right, Gator. All right. All right. So you go here, you click alumni. And then from there, it shows you this. Look at this. Where do they work? Okay? Man, we got Google, we got Amazon, we got Meta, Microsoft, Apple, Goldman Sachs. Got a lot of stuff here, right? Where do they live? We saw it. Okay, North Carolina, Raleigh-Durham, New York, California, Durham. And what you can do with these, I'll show you what you can do with these a little bit, but you can click on them and it'll literally tell you who these people are. All right? So going back to this, what do? Business development, education, healthcare services, research, operations, engineering, right? Okay? And then right here, I like this one, what do they study, right? That's the easiest way to connect to somebody. Hey, I'm studying, economics right now at Duke. I saw that you study economics at Duke. Would love to just jump on a call for 30 minutes to talk about what I'm learning, what you're learning, right? So does everybody see how easy this is to just get on there and go and just cast a net, right? You take 30 minutes, it'll take you could probably hit 30 people. All 30 people gonna hit you back? Probably not. But one of these connections will work. So let me show you this. If I went back, let's use this example, DC. If I went to DC and I clicked, once you click there, it shows you the people that live there, right? I can't remember, I can't remember which city this was, but it shows you the people that live there. There's there's a fencing student athlete right there, okay? But you see these titles, Senior Vice President, Major League Soccer, a graduate of Duke, all right? Vice President Marketing, Diego Beer Company, graduate of Duke. You could find them per city, per position. It breaks it down to a T. You could funnel it however you want to. All right, everybody got that? Yes.
What does the first, second, and third connection thing mean?
Yeah, perfect, appreciate it. So that's a good question.
Great question.
So right there, hey, I love questions, let's go. Yeah. All right. So first means that me and you are connected. So if you send me an invitation, I am connected to you. Second means you know somebody that knows them. So this is my profile. So I can click on here, and let's say it's Ali Curtis. I can click on and see who I know, and then I can say, hey, so-and-so, can you make the connection for me? That's a great question, all right? So now you can ask somebody to make a connection for you. If it says third, they're out of your network and you don't have anybody that's necessarily close to them. So if you have premium, you can send them a message, but you're kind of gonna throw it out there, right? If you see a third person that you want to connect with and they're a third, that's their distance from you, comment on a post. Comment on a post, hey, I think this is really cool. It's so awesome seeing you as a Duke alum. You posting this. I know we're not connected, but I would love to connect with you. Boom, 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 right? Goes a long way, all right? Good question, yes?
Like, what's like a way to like casually ask someone to like connect on LinkedIn? Like you meet someone like in public,
Yeah.
that's connected in like whatever you want to do. Like, what's like a way like just like bring it up casually just to connect?
Yeah, it'd be this simple. So me and you meet, oh man, that's awesome. Hey, let's keep this conversation going on LinkedIn. It's actually one of the safest ways to connect with people casually. Because when I was growing up, it was give me your what? No, I need your number to connect, right? Back in the 1900s, early 2000s, right? Cash money taken. All right, so it's the easiest way to do it. All right, so now what? Now, we're gonna talk about elevator pitch right quick, okay? I'm gonna give you a quick, so to your point, what's your name? Ate, and then Matt. All right, perfect. To your point, you meet somebody, all right? I connect with somebody, now I gotta pitch them. They ain't got all day. I gotta pitch them, so we're gonna talk about elevator pitch. Everybody understand the concept of elevator pitch? You're on the elevator from floor 1 to floor 4, you gotta get it all out. They gotta remember you, okay? All right, so elevator pitch, oh, that's right there too, is a short, clear introduction, all right, that quickly explains who you are, what you do, what you're aiming for, all in the time it takes to ride the elevator, 30 seconds. It's your verbal highlight tape designed to make someone remember you and want to know you more. The biggest thing here is you got to make it concise because you want them to remember you. I had a situation, I live in Kansas City, so I'm walking in Sprouts, and I like drinking Olipop, and they had this new flavor, peaches and cream, so I did like the Instagram with the 112 peaches and cream. Some of y'all probably don't know that, right? But I'm sitting there, anyway, so I put my soda can down, and you said what? You said what? No, it's a song? Oh, it's a new one. Oh, okay, I gotta listen to it. I didn't know they came out with a new version. That's the new download, that's the new update. But I'm in there and I see this face, and it looks familiar. I'm like, oh, that's Brett Veach. Anybody know who Brett Veach is? Nobody? Dang, nobody? All right. I ain't mad at you. Brett Veach is he's the general manager for the Kansas City Chiefs. So builds the roster, right? So I see him. I can tell he's ready. I worked in sports. I know when people. I'm shocked he's getting his own groceries. I can tell he don't want to be bothered. But I got to make an introduction, right? Hey, Mr. Veach, how you doing? My name is Ed Jones. You did an incredible job with the roster, building the team. I'm not a Chiefs fan. I'm from Houston, so I got my team. Shout out to the Texans. But I appreciate them for what they're doing. Hey, you already know. I appreciate for how the way they built the team, right? So I tell him that. He's like, we gotta do better. Now I know he's thinking about the Eagles game, which everybody saw. But I'm like, hey, you did a great job. But I'm like, okay, I gotta do something though. There's gotta be a connector because I can't give him a full spill, which we talk about. So my homeboy works for the Chiefs as a scout. I said, hey, real quick, before you go, I just want to let you know my guy Jalen works for you. He loves working for you. He says you empower him and you do a great job. Guess what he does? Oh, yeah, Jalen, we love Jalen, blah, 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 right? So what I do back is I know he's rushed. I say, hey, don't worry about it. I know you got to go, blah, blah, blah. Just want to let you know, appreciate you, and Jalen thinks everything. So y'all know what I do right at that. Who y'all think I'm about to hit up on the phone? Jalen. Hey, Jalen, look out, man. I just hit your GM, blah, 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 right? Because I don't know what's going to happen. The GM could say, hey, Jalen, he go, I met this guy in the grocery store. He go, oh, that's Ed. Ed does player development. What's player development? He does this, blah, blah, blah. Well, have him come talk to us, right? Or Jalen can go to him and be like, hey, you met my guy. Well, yeah, I met him. What does he do, right? So that's part of it, right? But we're going to talk about what a true elevator pitch looks like, all right? So once again, who you are, what you do, what you're aiming for, plus something unique about you. Now, hey, we're going to bring somebody up. Hey! We're going to bring him up. Yeah. So that's great. Thank you, VJ. Appreciate you. Yeah. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out. This picture from this from this year, the Victory Bell. Where it said, I heard him ring. I want to ring that bad boy. The boys came back on him. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm gonna ring it up. Yeah. Woo, I got you all in check. All right. Hey. All right. So what he said is completely correct. I told y'all earlier, I got a job right from that. So my high school, alma mater, Hightower High School, Mo City, Texas. Anybody know where Mo City is? In Houston. Anybody from Houston? Okay, no. H-Town, baby. Hey. But I'm going to this deal, and I noticed my alma mater, they had this coach, and he's a big O-line coach, a lot of energy, all this. He became the head coach, and the team missed the playoffs for only the second time in the entirety of the entire program, right? So I go to him, I see him at the game, and I want to call it NRG, Reliant, but in the Texas arena, I say, hey, coach, you don't know me. My name's Ed Jones. I played at Hightower back in the day. I love your energy. I know you didn't make the playoffs this year, but I got belief in you because I see how you coach these guys up, right? Nothing that, give him my number. See him the next week. Hey, coach, you mind if I, chop it up with you? He's like, yeah, man, just come by the office. So I go by the office, just chop it up with him. Some of my old coaches are there talking about how bad I was, right, as a player. But anyway, so I meet him, all this stuff, we get to meet each other, and he has no position at the time. At this time, I'm 25 years old, I'm about to become a DC at a high school, and the position literally falls out. The guy's like, we don't have a position. And I learned my first lesson as a career, you do not resign until you sign, right? So I resigned from my position, I don't have a job. I call the coach back. Hey, coach, man, it's me. He's like, I thought you had a job. I thought you was DC. I was like, coach, I ain't got no job. What you got on defense? He's like, if you want a job, you better learn how to coach running backs. I was like, well, I guess I'm coaching running backs then, right? But I had an opportunity to come back home and then eventually help 50, 60 kids get scholarships as a recruiting coordinator because I made a conversation. I went up to them. It was awkward, but I made it happen. So, speaking of awkward, all right, we're going to make it happen. Yeah, y'all knew. Some of y'all knew. Y'all knew I was going to walk out of here and not let y'all do it. All right, so pitch. Once again, you're going to do it with each other. You're going to talk about who you are, what you do, what you're aiming for, and something unique about you. Does anybody remember my pitch? I gave a pitch at the beginning. Does anybody remember it? You don't? All right, I'll do it again. Okay, you got my name. Good. Ed Jones. What did I say after that?
You were at player development at Houston, Baylor.
There it is. Kansas. Okay, good. Good. There it is, yeah. So I said, yeah, Brad. Yeah. All right, so big thing there. I came in, I said, my name is Ed Jones. I'm the founder of Beyond the Field, where we develop people and elevate programs. All right. And then I said, yeah, what Brad just said. I'm able to do this, right? I'm able to do this because I worked at Houston, Kansas, and Baylor. All right. So what you're going to do right now, okay? Right now with somebody in the room, somebody next to you, you're going to do this. You're going to do this, okay? So I want you to get it ready because I'm about to put y'all on a timer, man. You know, pressure makes diamonds, right? All right. So identify who you're going to Connect with. Who are you gonna do your elevator pitch with? All right, here we go. And you can stand, get up, because you ain't gonna be sitting down. You ain't gonna be sitting down doing it. Yeah. Here you go. Copy my book. Got a copy of my book.
Appreciate it.
No problem. All right, so it's got a copy of my book. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do it again. All right. Now I gotta find a way to make it happen, but you all gonna get up and do it again. Y'all did a great job, but we're gonna cut it in half. You got 30 seconds to get it out. 30 seconds. All right. Everybody got it? Huh? Yeah, which partner? So which partner? Real quick, 30 seconds. First person up. Let's go. 30 seconds.
I love just soaking everything you got. So.
Give it up for him. Here you go, y'all. Here you go. Appreciate it. Matt, here you go. All right, I got one book left. I'm gonna throw a challenge out there. I want one of them youngins. Yeah, come on, freshmen. Yeah, let's go. All right. It's me and him. I only got one left. All right, so you go. Me and you are gonna do it because I only got one left. All right, here we go. Oh! Hey, great job, y'all. Give yourselves a hand. All right. Now, the reason why I cut it down to 15 and 7 seconds is because people ear hustle, right? People ear hustle. And if you're in an elevator, you're telling somebody something, they ear hustle, right? If I say it for 30 seconds to a minute, ain't nobody got time for that, right? Y'all on TikTok, it's quick, ear hustle. Somebody asked me today, I'm on a plane, back in Southwest flight. Hey man, you from Raleigh? No, I'm not from Raleigh, I'm from Houston. I got invited by Duke to come talk to their football team. I'm gonna talk about networking. And this is what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna deliver. And somebody else start looking, right? Y'all know people be eavesdropping, right? So the quicker and the more concise you get, somebody gets off the elevator, I talk to JB, but somebody says, hey man, that dude on the elevator said that he do this, blah, blah, blah. I was talking to that guy took my card and said, hey, I do STEM, which is not my lane, but he said we need people to come talk to our STEM students. Guess what, I got a contact, right? That stuff happens, you never know what STEM, you just never know, right? Now, what I would say to you all is, keep your pitch. I know a lot of you, I heard a lot of good things about like transferable skills. A lot of you all talked about what you want to do, which is really good. I didn't know what I want to do, AT. But you want to keep it short because you want them to do what? Ask a what? Question. You want them to ask a question, all right? The other thing I used to tell my athletes all the time, y'all ever meet people who, when all they want to do is talk about football? That's all. They see you as a football, the second they take a deep breath, this is my rule. The second they take a deep breath, switch it on them, right? So let's say I'm talking to you, and you're like, man, you had a good game. How is it to play here? How is it to play at Duke? And they're asking all that. Once they take a deep breath, hey, I got a question for you. How did you get to what's one thing you would tell me about where you got to right now? Boom. It's separated, right? Switch it up. Because now they're like, oh, for that small question, they get out of oh, you're just a football player. It sucks, but that's what people think, honestly, right? So great job there, you all. All right. Reminder here, your network is your next opportunity. It's your next opportunity. Your network is your next opportunity. You never know what conversation could open up a door. It could be now, it could be later. You never know, right? You talked about being a judge, right? You never know who you could talk to. Let's say it's some event and somebody's like, oh, I know a judge. Would you like to shadow the judge or spend time with the judge? Right? Because a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people want to help people, right? I heard a lot of you all mention real estate. Somebody said they already got their broker's license. Yeah, my dad was a broker. That's a tough test. He took it and he got pneumonia right after it. It was just a tough test. But yeah, it was crazy. I never seen him study like that. He was good. He had it for a little bit. But a lot of people like, hey, I'm from a family of real estate people. I don't want to say I don't like it. I don't get it. I like sports. I like what I do, right? But I can say I'm gonna connect you here. So it's very important. This is one quote I heard recently. I really love this quote. When opportunity comes, it's too late to prepare. Opportunity comes, it's too late to prepare, right? Okay? So you all, every time I believe every conversation is a possibility to change your life. Every single conversation you have. You may not see it, right? But it's opportunity. You all are at a great university. You all saw how many 145,000 alumni on LinkedIn alone, right? There are people that want to help you. They want to help you, okay? So get out. It's uncomfortable, right? But you got to get out there, all right? Because you never know who's doing this. I know there's some Duke football alum that have been founders of different things like that. Work that network. All right, that is that for me. If you wouldn't mind scanning that and, telling my mama how I did, because she's going to ask. Thank y'all so much for your time. I appreciate you.